This is San Francisco, California, home to a unique organization called Mijente that advocates for the rights of Latinx individuals. Mijente is led by a transgender Latina, Noyola, who is fiercely passionate and vocal about LGBT rights and immigrant rights. As an artist, I am inspired by people like Isa, who have the courage to use their voice to spark change in the world.
When folks come together as a community, we can find support and lean on each other in those times when the world and society continue to say that we're otherwise, that we're not. My name is Isa Noyola, and I am from San Francisco, Oakland Bay Area. My family's from Mexico, but I was raised here in the Bay. My title and role is Deputy Director at Mijente, which is a national Latinx organization that strives to build political home for the Latinx community around the country. And I'm also the board chair at translatina, which is where we're at today and where I got my start. I started as a volunteer at Proyecto Contra SIDA por Vida as just an English tutor for queer and trans migrants. And one of our first students was this young woman named Ruby Orellana. I remember that first day, her feeling of wanting so much more out of life and having so many hopes and dreams. I connected with her. You know, she was brutally murdered here in the streets of San Francisco and in an abandoned warehouse area. It shook me to my core. It was the first sort of major loss that I had ever had within the community. And I just couldn't mourn her death. Like, I had to do something. I had to just really honor her life and thinking about continuing that fighter spirit that she had. That's how I got involved with Ella para Trans Latinas. It was just an HIV intervention, but it quickly turned out to be so much more. And it became a home. I started sharing my story about why I entered this work as immigrant communities, you know, trans communities, queer communities, vulnerable populations are being attacked by the state, by this administration. I think that's a lot of the work that Mijente and Ella para Trans Latinas are doing in this moment of really understanding the community. And so I think that is an important value that I carry throughout my work, whether it's, you know, in Washington, D.C., or on a local level or on a state level, to also figuring out strategies of how to create safety plans for communities when there are ICE raids. You know, police are targeting trans people for simply existing and walking around and being who they are authentically. When folks come together as a community, we can find support and lean on each other in those times when the world and society continue to say that we're otherwise, that we're not.
I'm falling to my knees, and though I do believe, I can't just preach, baby.